Dear readers, welcome to our channel. Today, let's talk about a topic that fills the entire China with pride: the latest achievements of China's civil aircraft C919. Recently, there has been exciting news about C919, but for Boeing, this may be a bad omen. Since its first commercial flight on May 28, 2023, the development of C919 has been closely watched. For a long time, the global aircraft market has been dominated by the two giants, Airbus and Boeing. However, due to Boeing's continuous accidents in recent years, people have become skeptical about the quality of its aircraft. Against this backdrop, the success of China's independently developed large passenger aircraft C919 not only breaks the market pattern but also brings new opportunities to China's aviation industry. The date destined to be recorded in the history of the development of China's civil aircraft manufacturing industry is May 28, 2023. On this day, China Eastern Airlines successfully completed the first commercial flight, using the first globally delivered C919 domestically manufactured large aircraft by Commercial Aircraft Corporation of China, COMAC. This not only signifies that China finally has its own domestically manufactured large aircraft but also implies that in the future, China is likely to become the country most likely to break the duopoly of the US Boeing and the European Airbus in the global civil aircraft manufacturing industry. The achievement of this historic breakthrough is the result of the joint efforts of the domestic aircraft manufacturing industry, such as COMAC, and is also attributed to the strong support of the country, benefiting from the active participation of various Chinese airlines. It once again confirms that China's whole nation system has significant advantages in completing such mega projects. The key step towards the success of the domestically manufactured large aircraft is the clever combination of various favorable factors in China, including manufacturing, the market, and the system. Without the rich experience and accumulation of China's manufacturing industry in the production and assembly of small and medium-sized civil aircraft and the assembly of Airbus large civil aircraft over the past 74 years since the founding of the country, the success of C919 would be unimaginable. Without the huge market potential in China, the United States and the West would have obstructed the China's large aircraft project, and there would not have been enough market support for COMAC to complete this mega project, which is so costly and has taken more than a decade. The Chinese system has organically combined various favorable factors, ultimately propelling China's civil aircraft manufacturing industry towards a decisive success. Many people have questioned, what is the domestic production rate of the domestically manufactured large aircraft C919? In response to this question, China needs to respond realistically. According to reports, C919 has independent intellectual property rights, and by some standards, the domestic production rate is around 60%. It is undeniable that the engines used by C919 are still from foreign countries, and some aviation electronic components still rely on foreign suppliers. China celebrates the significant step forward in the civil aircraft manufacturing industry, rather than claiming that China's civil aircraft manufacturing industry has already caught up with the US Boeing and the European Airbus. For netizens concerned about the domestic production rate of C919, I want to emphasize that from a common sense perspective, in the current backdrop of the China-US competition, China will absolutely not hand over the fate of domestically manufactured large aircraft to foreigners. The date when China's domestically manufactured large aircraft achieves complete success may be delayed by a few more years at most due to Western cutting off supplies, but the cutting off supplies from the West cannot stop the success of China's large aircraft project. The progress of the domestic production of the C919 project, achieving a 60% domestic production rate for the domestically manufactured large aircraft, is inspiring. Although the engines and some aviation electronic components used by C919 still come from abroad, this is also an exemplar of the deep integration of the international industrial chain. Concerning the Western cutting off supplies issue that outsiders worry about, in reality, China's large aircraft project has demonstrated strong independent research and development and manufacturing capabilities. Even if there is a temporary impact, the huge demand for C919 in the global market will continue to support the project, making its success irreversible. The reason why the West has not cut off supplies to China's large aircraft project to a certain extent shows the enormous influence of the Chinese market. China is the fastest growing and most promising civil aviation market globally. Whether it is the United States or Europe, if they still want to sell a Boeing or Airbus aircraft to China, they dare not easily cut off supplies to China. A buyer of China's scale is a unique presence in the global aviation market. China has realized that purchasing power is also influence, and purchasing power is comprehensive national strength. China's civil aircraft manufacturing industry must have long been thinking of ways to achieve the goal of 100% domestic production rate for C919 as soon as possible. For example, in the crucial engine aspect, the engine that China's large aircraft will use in the future, the CJ1000A, completed its maiden flight test in March this year. Although mass production is still a few years away, breakthroughs are inevitable. This is also the confidence behind China's large aircraft project in the face of the Western cutting off supplies. Behind every Western component and system used in the current stage of C919, China's civil aircraft manufacturing industry has a firm domestic production plan steadily underway. Looking back at history, China once sought technical cooperation with Boeing and Airbus but failed. This prompted China to make up its mind to independently develop its own large passenger aircraft. In 2003, the large aircraft project became one of the country's major special projects. After 14 years of hard work, C919 finally completed its first test flight at Shanghai Pudong Airport. The success of C919 is not only a technological breakthrough but also a significant proof of the country's independent innovation capabilities. The significance of this achievement can be detailed in the following aspects. 1. Technological independence and innovation. During the research and development and manufacturing process of C919, China overcame numerous technical challenges, achieving independent innovation in key technological areas, including aviation materials, engine technology, avionics systems, and more. Although C919 still relies on international suppliers for some components, its overall design and manufacturing process showcase China's technological accumulation and innovation capabilities in high-end manufacturing. 2. Perfecting the industrial chain. The progress of the C919 project promotes the improvement of China's aviation industrial chain. Every aspect, from design and manufacturing to testing, involves numerous supporting enterprises and technical talents. This not only drives technological progress in related fields but also lays a solid foundation for the long-term development of China's aviation industry. 3. Competitiveness in the international market. The success of C919 signifies that China has the capability to produce large passenger aircraft that meet international standards, crucial for enhancing China's competitiveness in the global aviation market. C919's entry into the market not only challenges the duopoly of Airbus and Boeing but also provides more choices for global aviation transportation. For expression of national confidence, the success of C919 is a microcosm of China's going global strategy in manufacturing, demonstrating the country's confidence and openness to the world. It showcases China's determination and capability in pursuing high-tech development and provides valuable experience for the development of other high-end manufacturing sectors. 5. Strategic significance. In the international political and economic landscape, the success of C919 holds significant strategic importance. It not only reduces China's dependence on foreign sources in the civil aviation field but also provides the potential for China to exert greater influence in the global aviation market. Now, C919 has accumulated 655 flights with a passenger capacity of 82,000 people. What's even more exciting is that C919's performance in the market has exceeded expectations, securing more than 1,200 orders, with the majority coming from overseas markets. This undoubtedly poses a huge challenge to Boeing and Airbus, which have long dominated the market. The success of C919 not only represents a significant advancement in China's civil aviation industry but also demonstrates China's strength in the high-end manufacturing sector. This is not only a tremendous boost to the domestic aviation industry but also a major change in the global aviation market landscape. China's goal is not just to seize market share but more importantly, to develop its own technology and industry. Whether in civil aviation or electric vehicles, these are important steps forward for China as a nation. In the future, China will continue to achieve more technological progress and innovation in various fields. In conclusion, the success of C919 is not only the pride of China's aviation industry but also an important symbol of China's manufacturing prowess showcased to the world. Let's collectively look forward to C919 achieving even greater success in the international market, bringing more glory to China's manufacturing. As the president of Boeing, seeing the success of China's civil aircraft C919, one cannot help but admire China's rapid rise in the aircraft manufacturing field. This achievement not only reflects China's technological strength and the perfection of its industrial chain but also demonstrates China's ambition in innovation and independent research and development. Meanwhile, Boeing has faced a series of challenges in recent accidents, raising questions about the quality of its aircraft. This sharp contrast with the success of C919 reminds us that in the aircraft manufacturing industry, competition is fierce, and quality is paramount. Finally, let me summarize for the readers. I hope you have gained insights and reflections. The competition in the global aviation industry has entered a new stage, and China's rise will have profound effects on the traditional market structure. Boeing needs to re-evaluate its technological innovation and quality management to face this new competitive situation. For other companies, the success of C919 shows that sticking to innovation and independent research and development is the key to gaining a leading position in the market. Let's think together. In this era of rapid development, can traditional giants adapt to change, and will innovation become the decisive factor in determining the fate of enterprises? That's all for today's video. Stay tuned for the next exciting content. Goodbye. Goodbye.